Hello, we're in Malta doing a lovely little picture. Now I've got to describe this carefully because I don't want to mislead anybody. It is a picture, yes. It is a print, yes. It is a painting, yes. Why can it be a painting and a print? Well, I think with this artist on this occasion, and I know he's done it before, I think what he's done is he's had a print made in black and white, and then he's gone over the top with a watercolour. Now, the effect is mesmerising. You'll be thinking, what is he talking about? He's got this textured paper, which looks like a watercolour paper. And he's gone to the printers and they've made, as I say, a black impression, a print on this textured paper. And then he has signed it, dated it, titled it, numbered it. And then he's gone home or to a studio and he's coloured it up by hand on an individual basis with watercolour. I might be wrong, but I'm not going to take it to bits and go trawling around all the experts in Malta and ask for free advice. I think that is what's happened. We've had another one similar before. It's a black and white monochrome print with hand tinting. And I don't know how he did the other ones. He could have used lots of different colours. I suspect he put a dozen on the table and did them all the same time. Don't know. But this one is number 17 of either 100, 160 or 180. I can't quite read it. And as I say, it's titled, says MARLSALFORN. MARLSALFORN is a little fishing village in Gozo on the north. And he signed it Carbonaro 1981. He hasn't put PAWL on. He would sometimes use PAWL, his version of PAWL. But in my experience, my limited experience of this artist, he uses the PAWL when it's a personal item. I think that's what goes on, a gift or something. So if it's Carbonaro, it's to sell. And there's lots of different, he has lots of different types of visual effect. It's not just this sort of thing. Some are huge, some are small, some are hills, some are churches, some are marine. So there's a variety, as you'd expect. So this particular one, he's used this very strong red. It's an arid, hot, dusky red. And he's put it onto the hill and the sky and the buildings and the trees and a reflection in the water. So it's not just been so carelessly just slathered all over it. There is the reflection of these trees as well, which are done in also done in the same red over the top of the green. The sea is done in a green, not a blue. So you can see he's using the colours in a really nice way. And you've got the yellow, the limestone, the Maltese yellow. The Queen used to call it yellow stone. And that's what it is. So there was a textured piece of paper, there was a print, there was a painting, there was a title, a limited edition number, a signature, a date. So you've got everything you want. And to top it all off, to make it totally fantastic, it is in a period frame, meaning when this was made, this type of frame was contemporary. It was a new style of frame. So you have a new picture with a new frame, and they both are contemporary and match. They haven't put on this picture a frame from the 30s, a plain frame, or a swept frame from the 1700s. They put on a frame from 1981. And in 1981, that frame in Malta was extremely plush and brave. And that's part of the story, so I like that. It's not broken. These usually are smashed. They get chipped very easily. This is glass. Sometimes they have acrylic, but the acrylic does scratch easily and does go milky and chipped as well. So it's a lovely item, it's colourful, it's a good subject. We know who Carbonaro is, the frame is great. Now, this place, about MARLSALFORN, is one of the places in Malta which has been obliterated by the planning authority and the owners of the land. And if you go to MARLSALFORN, I actually suggest you never go to MARLSALFORN, but if you go to MARLSALFORN, if you want to see a dead town, which is being strangled by abuse, you can go and see this town, bearing in mind this is what it used to look like. It doesn't look like this now. You have the bay, you have the shape of the bay, which they can't destroy. They have the hills, which they can't destroy. But all of the buildings at the base of the hill and around the bay have all been mutilated. And there is a warren of roads leading to the esplanade, the seafront, and there are now pencil buildings all around the bay, which are thin, narrow buildings because these plots are quite long, and they've all been made higher by the owners and the developers. And the balconies now are as wide as they can be on the plot, and they cram as many flats as they can in. And the floors are low, have low ceiling heights. So you have this awful effect of these flats, which look ridiculous. They're called pencil flats, pencil buildings. They're all tall and narrow, and they all radiate around the bay in this rather strange manner. The sides are blank, and it's not even blank stone, it's blank concrete. They might chuck some paint on it, but it's dazzlingly awful. And the commercialisation is as bad. You have a very crummy quayside. It's crushed by the weight of the visitors and the deliveries and the traffic. It's greasy, it's dark, it's smelly, it's not clean, the sea's not great. There is a dry riverbed which is half marsh. It's a sort of torrent type river which is wet when it's raining, and for the rest of the time it's just bone dry, full to the brim of detritus, tidal detritus. It's the most awful place, I'm sorry to say. I never even want to go within 10 miles of the place ever again. I've been a few times, and it's desperately sad for the people who live there. Desperately sad for Malta. So MARLSALFORN, it's an example of what not to do to a town. Many will disagree with me. So we have MARLSALFORN. This is what it was like, and it was fantastic. You can see it was a beautiful place. So this video is about the picture, but it's also about the fact that part of Malta has been destroyed. Okay, thank you.